for Magic Night. Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of College Hoops 2K8 with Iowa State Cyclones. Once again, we have finished our non-conference games. We're walking out 12-1, our only loss coming somehow to Tulsa, of all people, during at least an AI game away. We did at least come away with enough wins for my liking during the rest of the games, but now it's conference time, and that's really when it's going to start hitting us here. Oklahoma shouldn't be too bad. We'll have that, and then we'll sim Baylor. Texas Tech is number 2 in the nation. That one is going to that one's going to be something. And let's see, sim Oklahoma, sim Nebraska, and then we have Kansas State, which will also be probably a bit nicer. So hopefully things go pretty well here against at least Oklahoma and Kansas State. Texas Tech's going to be the real pain in my ass here because I got a nice little home streak going. Last thing I want to do is ruin that, but you never know what'll happen.
Get ready for college hoops.
I don't know why it feels louder than it really is. My TV's pretty friggin' low. I think it's just my ears getting used to getting used to the noise. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Hoping for the best. Hoping. Whoops. I forgot I did that. I always forget the back down into the paint button. I usually remember within the first couple of plays. Hey, Light Death, what's up? I started trying my hand at NBA 2K14 modding. That did not go the greatest. That was I thought I had it, and I thought I knew how stuff was working, and turns out no.
That's how you do it. Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep, and then capitalize.
There you go. Fantastic stop.
Sideline reporter Tracy Wilson.
I'd love to go up by 20 as early as possible. Just play like the one half and call it a day.
Adding a few extra wrinkles to their offensive game plan. He said against a team that is as sophisticated defensively as they are, we have to add some looks that they haven't seen before, and I that we've done that.
I do like the fact that we finally we've gotten people to damn it. That was a nice little alley-oop try, but didn't happen.
Uses the crossover. Palmer. The bank shot won't fall.
All right, we really have a good shot here. We just need to maybe utilize our big man to get in there. There you go.
Down by Sparky. They're ahead, 6-0. Stikes hands it off.
Well, I have some of this. I feel really good today because I went to pay off some outstanding, not like debts, but like I had forgotten. I spent like part of my month last month being like, oh man, I feel like I was missing something, and I realized I had forgotten to pay both my internet and credit card bills. But I had my Christmas paycheck come in with all the overtime I worked there. So everything worked out pretty nicely with that.
Timba went after that rebound hard. Great work.
There you go.
Gets the lay-in.
And then I thought I still needed to pay off a credit card that I had. As it turns out, I had already paid the balance. And so I felt pretty good about that. And then I locked the card because I don't know where my new card went. So I have a credit card that probably is just sitting in one of the envelopes in my house or in my apartment, and I just don't know. There we go. Oh my God, can my shooters actually... See, this is why I feel like I have to use my big man a lot, is because my shooters are just not hitting it the way I would like them to. Too many times they are just not getting it done. Here, shot selection. Maybe that'll help.
The Cyclones will bring out some reserves. Milton inbounds the ball.
Well, it's nice to have a credit card payment you don't have to deal with anymore.
Backs down. Covington.
There you go. He's a three-point guy, god damn it.
And that's his first foul.
How? Oh. I'm just kind of annoyed by that, honestly. Like, I still have a nice lead, that's cool, but I greatly prefer if my shooters could actually shoot successfully. That would be nice.
Dishes to the corner.
Oh, damn.
Right wing.
Nope.
Bounces it to the right. Palmer.
And
Milton gets the board inside.
We still have a good shot.
About
Still have a good shot.
Left in the half. It doesn't matter how far
There you go.
To get
there you go. Finally, Jesus. There, get him. Double team. Double team.
The Sooners
right between the legs.
And they'll turn it over. Oh, that was not
I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot.
Defensive pressure either. He just fired it off target. And it's a 9-point game.
There you go.
Backs him down. Goes up. Terrific swat.
Oh!
You have to protect
I thought for a I thought for a second he was really gonna put that shit down in like, what was that? At least double team. Man was getting at least double teamed, and he turned around and almost got it in there.
Brings it up the floor. Milton catches it. Right wing. Dish. Right wing.
Don't leave the three-point guy open. Well, okay, maybe leave the three-point guy open.
They're still out in front by 6. Gets it to go, and he's got a chance.
God. Let's just blow the lead, why don't we? Hey, Daredevil, what's up? Scrocky coming back in pretty much immediately. I'm pretty sure it's always like 66 degrees. I don't know. It might be the fact that I've been wearing like sweat shorts all day, I guess is what they could be technically called. Like, they're basically like, I bought these I went to a Big and Tall website. My mother had gotten me a jacket from there for Christmas, and I love it because it actually fits me and it's warm and it's what I want, which is like a hoodie that's Sherpa lined. Sherpa line hoodies are the best because it's literally it's a hoodie, but it's warmer. Because I'm not a coat guy, I don't really like coats. So if I do like winter stuff, that's what it is. Sherpa line hoodie. But I went there and got some other stuff, some dress pants, because I realized I only had like one outfit. I only had like one nice outfit. One shirt, one pair of pants. So I at least got another shirt and another pair of pants, so I could just stop wearing the same like khaki pants and black polo. Like I could at least have another polo and maybe some black slacks. Ooh, that's a long ways. Yeah. Jesus, he's just dunking him down. I think I'm still gonna it feels so loud. Hang on. I'm gonna turn this down to like 5. See if that helps. I hope it's not too amazingly loud over everything.
With nobody around, he still couldn't convert. Sometimes you can be too wide open. The bucket was drained.
I don't know how there's a way you could be too wide open. Oh, you know what? I've got an idea. I think it's under presentation. What if I turned everything down just a smidge? I'll do that. I'll keep it there. I think it's probably pretty good at that point.
21-12.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, I got that, and then I bought these what they call fleece judo shorts, which are kind of cool because they're like baggier shorts that have like, you know, pockets and stuff. So it's almost like cargo shorts, but it's like sweatpant material. So by fleece judo shorts, it's like it's sweatpants but in shorts form. In like elongated shorts form. Which they've been nice. I've been really enjoying them.
Well, let's get back to the action. Both teams will
this is how I know I feel old, is that's one of the things that like excite me.
Covington inbounds the ball.
Go to a hockey game and get some new judo shorts. Get some new sweatpants that are like shorts.
An emphatic slam by Scrucky.
Should I just start like a dunk counter with this dude? This is crazy. This is got Blake Griffin on my team.
To the elbow. Evans tosses it up.
Yeah, I like them. If they weren't so expensive, like I got them when they were like on a deep sale. So if I'm gonna get them again, though, it'll probably be on another sale because I don't feel like spending that much, you know, as they are normally. Oh boy, that's a little ways away. Yep.
Evans did a good job to grab that rebound. Perfect position that time.
That's all right. We're still out by 8, so that's not too bad.
Stikes has it baseline.
Yeah, I need to go to. It's just been kind of a long last couple of days. I was really hopeful about the 2K14 modding. Like I thought I had it like under control. I was like, dude, I got this. This is so great. I can finally learn how to do all this, and I can do all sorts of cool shit. And like, I tried putting it into the game, and it's just. It looked like I double and triple and quadruple checked everything. I'm like, this looks exactly like any of the other logo files in the game. This has to work. And then just the cold hand of reality just slapping me across the face. It's just like, nope, you didn't figure it out, jackass. Like, what? And I'm just sitting here, like, once I realized that, like, it hadn't worked at that time, I just felt like crying because I'd spent like most of my afternoon yesterday doing that. I'm like, why is it not working? I did everything right. I thought I figured it out, and I felt so good about myself, and then it was like, nah, you didn't figure it out.
Duggan gets it in the paint.
Is there not a 3 seconds? Like, I backed out of the paint because he was sitting there for a while.
That's right, and you never know when or where he'll find you. Takes it up.
Ooh. Jesus.
They're now up by 13.
This is just some, like, we're just going, like, this is just some NCAA hang time going on right now. Senran Kagura-mon. I think at one point thought about the idea of it would be, I don't know how obscure it would technically be to do modifications based off of Uma Musume. Just naming. I think I was like working with like Monster Truck Madness modding, which I did actually figure out. So I felt pretty good about that. Despite the fact that the way you have to do it is you have to have like plugins that are 20 years old on Photoshop because it uses graphics that haven't been used since like Windows 2000, maybe even Windows 98.
Takes the shot. Clanked off the right iron by Paul.
Oh man, I feel pretty lucky about that one because that one felt like I really felt like they were gonna call me on goaltending on that one.
They're in front,
but they didn't.
To 19.
But yeah, I was like looking at ways to name trucks after some of my characters. Like 1 or 2 people, I think, in my audience would be like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool," and then like everyone else would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I had an idea for doing like a racing league thing with that, but then I realized that the AI is just not the greatest when it comes to just about any of the any of the tracks.
Good shots will come if
Like
you
even
don't
on
rush
like
them.
professional,
Shepard takes
just
a
like,
three.
well, this would just be
Grabs
kind
the
of
rock.
boring because I could easily
They're
win
still
every
up
race.
15.
Unless I just only did CPU races, in which case that'd probably be more funny.
From 18 feet away, Evans snatches it down
Shoot!
inside.
Oh, okay.
Pass to the free throw line. Long has it on the corner.
Oh, crap. Man, they are just wasting. You are wasting my time, by the way. If I had gotten 5
Dumps
more
it to the
points,
inside with the
I
shot.
could have walked
The
away with.
three-pointer was drained by
Oh,
Palmer.
man, you're really
He's
just
shooting
trying to annoy me, aren't you?
100% from downtown.
I'm just trying to get this done.
Shepard unloads.
Man, everyone just not knowing how to shoot a basketball today. This is why I'm relying on my big dude just dunking it. It's nearly 100% if they're going to go up to the hoop.
We're all set to begin the second half, so let's get back into
Then it should be okay. Turn my fan on. It feels oddly quiet in my apartment.
break. Inbound.
Because, like, this is the first time since I've lived here that there's no roommates. My roommate left this afternoon for Chicago for his business. It's sort of a pseudo business trip. Come on.
During
Oh, God
halftime,
damn
I
it.
talked with Coach Wilson. He felt it wouldn't be classy to
And
run
there's
up the
no
score. He was going to
there's no
change
roommates
things in a way to
here.
make
There's no
sure that
pets
doesn't happen.
here.
Coach said that even though his
Just
starters
me
had plenty of energy, he would still rotate
my
in his
thoughts.
bench players. He said that it wasn't a question of fatigue, but more of a method of showing different looks on offense. Guys?
Nice
It's just
work,
very
Tracy.
odd. It's one of those things. It's like, man, it feels oddly empty. Like, you know, as far as annoying as the cat
Sizing up his
was,
man
she was very
from
cute
about
and sweet,
19
and you know.
Rebounded by
I know,
Sparky.
like my roommate
That's his
was
fifth rebound
talking
in this
about
one.
it too.
He got it
He
up
was
there, but
he was
it
talking
just
about that. It's like,
wouldn't
for
fall.
annoying as
With
she
a little
was,
more touch,
she was
it
great
might
to have
have
around because at least like she was
His
here
first
and
shot attempt gets
oh
nothing
man,
but net.
thought there was. I don't think there's
He's
been a
shooting
single foul yet.
100% for the game.
But yeah, I think he was talking about like wanting a dog.
Dishes it to
He's
the
like, I
paint.
think a dog would
Duggan
be nice.
Gets it out left.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Sparky corrals the miss inside.
I don't think I'd want a dog. Here's the thing. I like
Dumps it
dogs.
down low.
I really enjoy dogs. I like other
Puts it
people's
in for
dogs.
two. Shepard
Dogs
with the
are
free feed,
like,
2 assists, and he leads
like
his
okay,
team in that
cats are
category.
still a responsibility, but cats
Duggan.
aren't. They aren't very high
left
maintenance
The three ball was
from what
good by
I've seen.
Palmer. He's
Like, of
4
course,
for
taking
9
them to
for
the vet
game.
and checkups and stuff
They're
like
playing
that.
a
But
2-3
day to
zone
day,
guard, trying to take away their low
work
post
on
and
them.
force some jump shots.
There you
That
go.
last three ball was
Day to day
by
work
Palmer.
on them doesn't seem too bad.
Here's the double team. Right around 10 minutes left in the second half.
Not to mention my mom got a dog. Hey, Okada. My mom got a
Passes it
dog,
back to the
which
top
is
of the
kind of
key.
funny. It's a nice black lab that hates everyone. Hey, Wildcats, what's up? But
Briggs catches
she
it
used to
outright,
have a
puts up
saying
the
whenever
tray.
she did
Reeled in
anything
by
with
Kimbo.
me and my
He
sister,
wasn't too
like
worried about that
you know,
one.
we would like
Gave him
go
room
out to
to get
dinner
it
or
off,
something, or
mainly because they
you know,
prefer the
some
long
sort of
straight
activity.
over him
She always
driving
made
it
the
in.
joke.
They
She's
get
like,
zero.
I should have had
Fires the
puppies.
three.
And then
Strike
she had
pulls it
and then
in.
she
Oklahoma
adopted a
is
puppy,
really struggling.
and
The
she doesn't
defense
say
was
it
up to the
anymore.
challenge on that shot. Good job closing on the shooter. Bounce pass to the
Now she's
paint.
just glad that
Duggan
my sister and I
finishes in
are
close.
adults,
The
and
Cyclones will take a
for the
timeout.
most part, you know, are pretty self-sufficient. There we go.
They're getting set to inbound the ball. The Cyclones will
I'm
bring
pretty.
out some
I don't.
reserves.
My sister's probably self-sufficient too. But
Shepard
yeah.
inbounds the ball.
It's like it's one of those things. It's like the
Milton
dog's not going to take her out to dinner.
takes it up.
She
Hits
she
the
can't
layup
just like
after the
tell
pump
the
fake
dog,
freezes
hey,
the D. They're now out in front by 16.
maybe you could take me here. But no, she could do that with one of her children.
From about 19 feet on the
Oh
mark,
man,
right
now
break.
they're draining shots. I
And
want to
they're
be
now
up by
behind
20 and end
14.
this.
Dishes it to the left side. Milton
Ugh.
shoots from the post.
Oh, my
Ball
God.
Hauls it in off the glass.
I haven't seen how Iowa State basketball's done the last few days. I remember being kind of disappointed when I looked at a couple of their most recent games because they had taken a couple of hard losses. Like they had beaten Kansas a couple weeks ago, and that was like a huge thing. Or it was like, oh shit, we beat Kansas, here we go again. Iowa State basketball is back, and then they just recently took like a couple of hard, like very close losses too. That's what makes it harder. It's like, oh man, that was like it could have gone either way and up till the end. Ah, shit. There we go.
Covington throws it up too strong.
Oh my God.
By 13.
Andrade's losing his nickname and his last name. So he's just going to be Andrade? That sounds dumb.
Milton gets it far side. Backs down.
I thought if anything they would lose the Andrade part and he'd just be CN Almas. Can we make a shot? Pretty please. We don't. Our shooters are just garbage today. The shooters are just not pulling their weight. The big men are having to take over now, and it's just not happening.
Right side passes to the wing. Intercepted by Duggan.
Oh my God! Can't get a pass off the way I want. There we go. Nice block. Too bad we couldn't get the ball back. And it still allowed them to come back. Jesus Christ, it's 8 points, guys. Come on. Got to get the big men involved, and they can't. They can only get pulled so far. See, now they're guarding that. Now they're there. Please make it. Oh, Christ.
But they're still up by 8.
But yeah, you'd think they'd be like Sienna. Andrade just sounds dumb. I hate that. I always hate the WWE's like way of just dropping all the names. It's like Cesaro was, Big E Langston being Big E. I guess it kind of worked. Cesaro would be nice if he was like Antonio Cesaro. Cesaro, I think, just works as is, though, too. But yeah. Adrian Neville becoming Neville. I guess that was okay. Alexander. Like, I see that. I could see some of the name drops, but I don't know. I can't imagine just calling someone Andrade. Like, oh man, here's your, like, he's a very, like, I can't see, here's your new WWE champion, Andrade. TRE1993 with the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it. Man, it actually told me, too. It doesn't like to give notifications when people, like, follow, but they'll give me notifications when people subscribe.
Shepard backs him
so I appreciate the Twitch Prime sub. Oh, my God.
Grabbed inside by Sykes.
Look at the big fella pull down that board. Collapsing.
When he sees the ball go up, he isn't afraid to go after it. Vaughn hauls it in. That's
man, we are just not getting our shit together. It's too close now, too. I was fully planning on being done with this game. I was planning on being far enough ahead that we were like completely done with this game. But our shooters are falling apart at the seams. It's just not, and our big men are falling apart too because, I was just sitting here trying to make them work, and now they're just hitting fucking everything, and now it's a 3-point game. Are you guys fucking kidding me? Make some shots. I'm trying not to get too angry. There's no reason to get this angry. But realistically, it's like, why can you not get your shit together? All right. Give me a. Oh, that's a post up. Give me a pick and roll. Get me a pick and roll. Oh my God! Here, pick and roll. All right, that was a shitty pick and roll, but we might be able to make it work.
16 points, and he's the
Stop throwing the game. You got me.
Dishes it to the free throw line. Break. It falls short.
There we go. Finally. God damn. All right. Cool.
But not when they defend them that tightly. Tough
hey, can you guys
shoots it.
3-point shooter, please? Of course not. Oh, God almighty.
He misses the first. Both teams
Everything's
are
too
making a
late,
few lineup
too.
changes.
Holy Jesus. It just doesn't end.
He sinks the second. Both teams will make some substitutions. Brigg inbounds the ball, and it's a 6-point game. Oklahoma calls time. Well, let's get back to the action.
I don't really have any
Both
points
teams
of
are going to
emphasis
shake
here.
things up a
What I
little
can
bit with
do,
some subs.
just continue trying to shoot the ball. Please be not awful.
Brigg
Timba's
catches
out,
it
so he's
high
a
post.
fresh big man
Skip
that might
pass,
be able
right
to
wing.
do some post plays because the pick and rolls have been shitty. The shooting's been shitty.
Long.
We're
Sims
collapsing
throws it
in the
up.
second half.
Not there from 19. Still
We've
a
been
double-digit
lucky
game.
because our defense has been just lackluster. There you
Makes him
go.
with the
That's a
pass.
good pick and roll. Too bad that we couldn't get the pass to
Fires.
work.
That will be a goal tap.
Oh, of course it was
Both
basket
teams are
interference.
making substitutions.
Fuck.
Oklahoma
Heavy
carries it
machinery
up.
on
They're on a
Raw.
15-5 run.
I think I just watched that like a few hours ago. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Iowa State
There were a lot of
uses its
things that
second
I
to last
watched some of
timeout.
just
Cyclones
bits and
are
pieces,
making a few lineup changes.
some bits and pieces from Raw that just made me go, what the fuck are they doing? What is this?
Skrucki inbounds the ball. Peñazola way up court. Backs down.
Okay,
Hunt has it right side.
pick and roll.
Pass to
There
the
we
stripe.
go. Okay, that wasn't really that, but whatever. You know, as long as we still win,
Oklahoma
like if
is
we manage to
really strong.
collapse enough to lose, I'm gonna fucking freak
Catches it
because we
inside.
shouldn't. There's no reason we should be losing so badly. You know what? Maybe we get this
Dumps it
bad.
down low.
You know what? This
Stipes
might be a
from
good
just
thing to have
inside the
happen.
arc.
Maybe we get this
Kimba
bad game
corrals
out of the
miss
way.
off the nice box
These
out.
guys
That's
shake
how you
off
do
the
it, Vern.
cobwebs,
Clear that space under the
and
glass
we just
pounce on
and
that
we do a
rebound
hell of a
from
lot
long
better.
range.
And we do gangbusters against Texas Tech. Hopefully that's how this works. We can somehow escape by the skin of our teeth
Picked off. The
with a
intercept.
win,
What great
and then
reflexes.
we
Pounced
pull our
in
shit
and
together.
picked
How
that
was
one
that
off
not a
easily.
foul?
Palmer passes
And then
it
we
up
pull
court.
our shit together
Sims goes up.
um,
Hunt snags it.
against
Quick
Texas
defensive
Tech.
reaction changed
That
the
would be
trajectory.
helpful.
That's what great defenses do. Contest every
got a
shot.
hand in his
Misfired
face.
on that last three by Timbo. Palmer.
Of course it'll be good.
Sims
I
gets it
haven't
far
seen
side.
I haven't seen anything from SmackDown. I have not heard one iota of anything that's happened on SmackDown. It's still going on too,
Three-point
isn't it?
attempt missed by
But
Sykes.
yeah, I have not.
They're still
I have
down
not
8.
paid one iota of
Peñazola
attention to that.
Dumps it off. Skrucki goes up, hammers it in.
There we
They
go.
extend
That's all I
the
need
lead.
is just us to
1:34
pull away with
left
the
in the game.
victory, and I'm okay.
Sims, step back over
There you
the
go,
line there.
backcourt.
That's an over and back violation. Shepard
As
got a
long
quick
as
breather, but
as
they
long
beat
as we
him back
pull
on
away the win. Hopefully, we get our thumbs out of our collective anuses,
Timbo
and we get a win
inbounds
against
the ball.
Texas Tech.
Has it on the inside. Hunt dishes inside.
There you go.
Right wing.
There you go.
Releases from 16 feet. The Sooners will take a timeout here. They're losing by 10. 1:22 left in the game. Well, let's get back to the action.
You know, watching you just happen to see that.
Oklahoma
Oh, that's fine.
is
I mean,
really
that's what I mean. I know what happened on Raw just by the fact that I've seen about
Stipes
10 minutes
puts it up.
worth of clips.
Kimba corrals the
You know,
long
and I'm not
rebound.
trying to be like some
Usually
too cool
that
for the
shot
room
drops
guy.
every
Like, you
time.
watch
I'm not sure what went
WWE?
wrong
No, I don't.
Skrucki picks
I
it
don't
up,
care.
Slams home a huge dunk. And they're now up by 12.
I generally forgot. It was mostly a
Bounces
thing.
it
I
to the top
generally
of the
like
key.
forgot.
Releases. The three was off target by Sykes. That's another rebound for a team that's doing a great job on the boards. They've got a big edge there today.
It's all right. As long as we walk away with the
For
win,
three.
I don't give a
They roll
shit.
this one goaltending.
Of
Count.
course it's a goaltending. Of course that's a goaltending. whatever.
Timba inbounds
Walk
the ball.
away with the
2
win.
second
That's all I
differential
care
between the
about.
shot clock
That is
and the game
all
clock.
I care about.
Hunt gets it, top of the key. Swing pass, right wing. That last three-pointer
Man,
was
has
by
been
Shepherd.
the shooting has just been
Oklahoma takes it
god
up court.
awful.
Palmer
I'm
fires the
surprised
three.
we're gonna walk away
Missed.
with this. We don't deserve this.
Shepherd. Peñazola passes it to the elbow. Timba jacks up a three. He rips down the rebound. Sims throws it up. It went in.
Wow, Andy
What a
drains
buzzer
it.
beater. And that's all she wrote.
58 friggin' points, man. We escaped. We escaped. That is what I call that. Oh my god. Fuck's sake. There we go. All right. 8 home record up to 33-4. I don't feel the best about that. I want to see what the box score looks like here. We have a 1 for 5, a 2 for 9. Scrocky went 11 for 11. The man put down 23 points, 8 rebounds. Clearly the guy of the only thing he missed was a free throw. You see 1 for 2, 0 for 2. 3 for 7's not great either. Yeah, the 2 for 9 and the 1 for 5 are really not good. That could have been way better. But like I said, we escaped. So I guess I can't be too upset, and we're a top 25 team, but there we go. Yeah, I think some guys might need a... How many pep talks do I have? I have 10. So if we go 9, 8... come on. 7, 6. I think I might save the other 6 for the end of the season. Because we can usually probably use 6 or so. Well, we can use 5. How about... no, everyone else only does like 2-3 minutes a game. So, yeah, I want to make sure just about anyone is fairly confident. So I'll use the other 6, hopefully, when we get to playoff time. All right, recruits. Let's see. I forget where we were at with this. Let me look. Let me try to remember. All right, so the 3 guys that we have coming in who are seniors. That's right. We definitely are utilizing them. The juniors are the ones who are very up in the air right now, and we maybe have a shot at some of these guys. Who knows when it comes down to getting them? But at least we have a chance, you know. Like I said, use that A+ charisma. Should help. There we go. So maybe get a good run at that. We'll see. But yeah, at least we got the 2 3-star and a 4-star guy coming in. That'll be helpful. All right. So we've got the sim game against Baylor. Oh, good. Peñazola has been injured. I want to stop. No, I'll have them figure it out. So we took a loss there. Not my favorite part, because we're probably bounced out of the top 25 unless we get a win here. Oh, good. Nothing makes me happier than knowing that. Where was Peñazola was our top point guard, but we do have Hunt and Neverett and Wooden, so this gives our other guys the opportunity to shine, hopefully. So we got a couple of point guards who can come in from that. Oh, goody. A couple other guys who are also hurt. I have no idea, like, what are they at as well? Is there a way I can look at that? Usually it tells me. We got a couple other guys who are hurt as well. Jesus. This is a sore team. All right, going up against Texas Tech with this. Jesus. How many guys are we dressing for this, by the way? I just realized that. So if we look at that, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 guys dressing for this because everyone else is either hurt or red-shirted. I mean, we could take a red shirt off, but there's no reason to. Boy, am I glad I didn't redshirt that one dude. I forget which guy it was that we were going to redshirt. It's probably one of the point guards. But man, I could use a win, and we are way above them. So hopefully we play up to our competition, much like how we played down to our last ones, because we could really use a win here. This is probably been the toughest bit of competition I think I've had thus far. For this streak. You know, the 8 games, you know, there was some competition, but not quite what we have right now. It's the number 1 team in the country. It's the number 1 team in the country. So, yeah, this is going to be a game. Who is their center? Their center looked to be a lot smaller. Then again, I do realize that our center is 7'2". So, oh God, of course, that's not what we need right now. Here we go. Scrocky's getting it. All right, we need to be balls to the wall against these guys and really pressure them into situations they're uncomfortable with. We need to force them to play our rules. There you go. We can't be taking a lot of costly shots here. Don't go down. Dude, you're a 3-point shooter. What are you doing? Oh, man. Nothing annoys me more than a guy who should be good bricking. Just brick house. There you go.
Thank you, Tracy. Zamora inbounds the ball. Here comes the double team. Schultz way up court.
It's what we need on our team is a lot of Lonzo balls.
He just exploded off the floor.
And I know he's actually I think he's gotten a lot better, but yeah.
And it's picked up by Texas Tech.
Yeah, we can't be having our big men do that too.
Scoring and had the ball knocked loose. That's why you squeeze it, young fella.
About 10.5 minutes left in the half.
Okay, not who I wanted it to
the left.
I probably should just let the smaller guy just drive in. I don't think he was going to try to get in his face about it.
Right wing. Samuels puts it up. Remus grabs the
Of
offensive
course
rebound.
you don't get the ball. How is that goaltending? That is a block. Oof. That really felt like a block.
Scrucky backs in, shoots the 3.
Come on. Fuck. I feel like I'm going to be out of my mind during this game. Just really, like, every mistake is just going to be amplified here. Come on, give him the ball.
Good on number 2.
Everything just feels amplified right now.
Mateos inbounds the ball. Schultz tosses it up court.
So I figured I'd at least take this moment to ask you guys how you guys are doing. Appreciate all of you coming out.
Lucky break for the defense.
I might slowly lose my sanity by the end of this game. We'll see what happens.
Takes it up. Slammed home by Milton.
There we go.
They're now out in front by 4.
I'm at least kind of glad that I'm not too tired and you know, day off for me.
The D was really
I'm able to at least enjoy my day off.
Keep the
And
heat
it's
on.
Magic the Gathering night, so all my Magic cards set up. Trying to get some new decks that I was looking on eBay for cards and different types of decks and stuff to try to put together. We'll see.
Dishes it to the stripe. Snatched off the defensive glass by Scrucky. Right around 9 minutes left in the half.
He may have gotten ahead of himself there.
Boom.
A little too showy, perhaps.
That's satisfying. Currently booking TEW for a competition round. Interesting.
Away from his team, and I'm sure he's hoping this time out will straighten them
I did find out with my company. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but it looks like I'd fare a little bit better now if I remove the Colt off of my Hawkeye Pro promotion and went national. We'll see when I decide.
Well, let's get back to the action.
What type of competition are you in?
Mateos inbounds the ball. Samuels has it left wing. Skip pass right side. Schultz from downtown. Scrucky yanks it down inside. The Cyclones can push their lead.
Oh, God damn it.
The steal by Texas Tech. The D was really waiting for him there.
That's
how
keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep and then capitalize.
All right, just really
just 8 minutes left
keep the pressure on them here,
from
though.
long range.
Please make it. Of course you don't. Of course you're not going to friggin' make it. Why would you?
Grabbed by Neverett. He must have thought someone was
It's like
rotating
17 of
over
those
to
booking
block
companies
that.
after a draft happened.
concentration
Pop
even
games
for a
finance
second.
too.
What a
Okay,
pass.
I was trying to look at
Launches
it.
it.
But I'm busy trying to TV ratings, show ratings, etc. Nice.
Ramos passes it to the right. Samuels. It takes a bad bounce.
There you go. Get out
Goes
of
out of
bounds.
bounds.
The Texas Tech coach is shaking things up, and this could spell trouble for the other team. This group has a lot of team chemistry.
Zivanovic inbounds the ball. Wooden brings it up court. Backs him down. Pokes free.
God, you lost the. How did you stop losing the ball? Stop losing the ball so goddamn much. There you go. I was like, if you just let him weave through everybody like that, it's like complete failures at basketball.
No luck on the three-point attempt.
Man, I think that was our center, so that kind of makes sense. But Jesus Christ, we need to have our guys like learn how to shoot. Maybe I should just be going for like mid-range jumpers. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong here. You're the three-point jumper guy.
The ball was
yeah.
He's got three.
This game really wants to give me an aneurysm. I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain too much because we've managed our defense well enough to still be up by 9 despite all this. But it's just like, it's still like, it's going to sweat up my hands. I'm going to have sweaty palms for the next like
Cannon inbounds the ball.
30 minutes.
Leads him with the pass. Mateos count
Balls.
it, and he'll have a chance for the three-point play.
Get a Whiskey Stones gift set. Dude, the amount of times I've seen like cheap like have you ever seen those like fancy bottles of like whiskey that like someone has taken the whiskey out of like maybe a cheaper bottle and put it into like their own specific bottle? You usually see that in like movies and such. But yeah, you can buy shit like that for super cheap. The amount of times I've seen that, I'd probably own my own if I drank more. And then whiskey. I heard the Whiskey Stones like don't even work.
Knocks it down from three-point
There you
line.
go.
They push the lead to 9.
Yeah, just don't dive at him that hard. Ugh.
Zivanovic inbounds the ball. Stolen away by
Ah,
Texas Tech.
God damn it.
Such great instincts. He knew
You're okay.
exactly
Damn it.
where the
Okay.
ball was going.
I tried to steal the ball
Both
away
teams are
from
going
him
to
as he
shake
got
things
it.
up a little bit with some subs.
Oh,
Was
you
not
can't
to
come
be.
across the body like that. That is a textbook reach.
Tyler, let me copy your homework. With what?
Gets it, right wing. Ramos dumps it off. Zamora dishes to the free throw line. That one was drilled by Ramos. But they're still behind by 5.
Come on. Come on.
About 5.5 minutes left.
Ah, balls. Balls.
Oh, the quick hands. Before they even knew what hit them, he made off with that one.
To the free throw line. Tosses it up. The three-pointer was no good by
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Way down court. Backs down.
Nice work by the big fella to get that
Okay.
rebound.
All right. Pick and roll. Pick and roll. Pick and roll. There you go. There you go. There you go.
The shot, and they call
Oh,
goaltending.
thank
They'll
you.
Give him the bucket.
All right. I'll take that. Still up by 7, so that's not bad.
Ramos inbounds the ball.
Doing okay.
Swings it to the right wing. Pass to the elbow. Ramos takes a 3. Hits it. They're now down by 4.
They're going to apply some pressure.
Hey, suck it.
Last shot dumped down by Strucky.
How do you just let this 7'2" giant just run past you? Not even like through him, like he just stood there and he ran over you for a charge, but he just like finessed his way by you.
Sounds like he'd rather have some fouls called than to keep giving up all those easy baskets.
Thanks, Tracy. That last three-pointer was missed by Shepard. The D wasn't too
It's just gonna be like this whole time, isn't it? I'm just gonna have to. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to rely on the big men a lot more because the shooters are not getting their stuff together. Yeah, big men hardly getting their shit together either.
Inside.
Our defense, the way that we're keeping them from actually scoring is probably the thing that's keeping us in this game right now. I don't even know how he managed to do that shot, number 1, how that managed to not go out of bounds, number 2, and how that managed to not be a fucking foul, number 3. There's a lot of things that irk me from that one.
Both teams are going to make some substitutions.
Come on, run to the line.
Foul shot is good for a three-point play. Throws it up. The 13-footer.
Oh, come on.
They narrow the gap to 2. Just over 3 minutes left in the half. Shepard with the
there
shot.
You go. Oh, my God. You had the open shot. I even waited until you were mid-range. Why?
Samuels can't take the lead.
They've got to learn to be patient on offense.
I am just annoyed. Oh, what the fuck was that? Okay. I'm just annoyed.
Covington inbounds the ball. Passes to the wing.
All right, I'm going to try to run some plays then. Or you can just do
inside.
That. That's cool. That's cool. No, we don't actually need to be successful in our play running. That's great. That's fantastic. I'm just gonna be sour grapes. Even when I win, it's gonna be sour grapes, or it's just like, why can't you be successful?
Tosses it up, buries the short range
oh. I don't even. That was practically a block, and he still made it. I think it's the first time I've pretty much seen a legitimate block that he managed to just make it anyway.
Gets it high post.
Sometimes the voice becomes high pitched.
And he makes the first.
Ugh. You sound like a chipmunk right now.
He gets the second to fall as well.
I know. I kind of like raised the voice up.
Right wing. Fires.
Come on.
The three-point
Fuck
attempt
you.
missed by Shepard. But they're still up by 2.
Just, what do I have to do? There was nobody on him.
Ball will land out of bounds after the errant shot. Never brings it
I
up.
don't even understand. I don't even understand why you can't make a
Rises
shot.
and dishes.
There you
Picks
go.
it up.
Drive to the lane.
Deflected inside by Matthews.
It doesn't
God
matter
damn
how
it.
far you've got to go to get them,
Please.
Bert. Every rebound is essential.
Harton has it far side.
Ah.
1:17 left in the first half. Dishes right wing.
Nope.
The
Nope.
Cyclones turn
Shit.
this one over out of bounds.
Shit.
They've got to communicate a little bit better out there. So they don't have any more passes like that one.
I told you I'm gonna lose my fucking marbles today. This is gonna be how I do it. This is gonna be how I just lose my mind and my sanity over the course of this game. I went into this knowing that was gonna happen. It's like I'm not gonna come out of this, unless I somehow manage to do better than I plan on. I'm gonna come out of this incensed. Win or lose, I'm going to come out of this just crabby.
Wooden behind the arc. Samuel.
How the fuck do you miss an open 3?
Coach Wilson
Fuck.
his guys on the sidelines a few minutes ago and told them to forget about their last shot and
I
recall
don't
to the
understand
next one.
why my
If you keep
shooters
shooting, the
are
shots
such
will start to
trash.
fall.
Make it. Ah!
By Milton. Takes it up. Steps it. But they're still down by 2.
Why?
Passes it to the stripe.
Balls. For fuck's sake.
Still a 2-point lead. Milton from the paint.
There.
And he'll have a chance for the 3-point
Go up.
play.
Go up at the half. That would be phenomenal.
Completes the 3-point play.
Jesus.
Inbounds the ball. First half comes to an end with the score 34-33. What do you think of the first half, Bill?
Both sides look like they're pretty evenly matched.
43%, 3 for 13. Oh my God. They have scored even less 3-pointers than we have.
We'll bring you our player of the half. Solid
I don't know if I have been using Scrocky all that much. I think he's had a lot of turnovers. I think that's what's been his ordeal today because he was doing great in the last game. I don't know. Maybe I need to lean on Scrocky a bit more. We've been using some of our other guys, I think, a bit. So Scrocky might be a guy that we start backing into the paint and trying to post move these guys.
Let's go down to Tracy Wolfson, who has an update for us.
Thanks, Vern.
Because I don't think they're at a point where they're double teaming him, so we might be able to lean on him a little bit here in the second half.
Try to force the issue in the second half. Coach said that even though his starters had plenty of energy, he would still rotate in his bench players. He said that it wasn't a question of fatigue, but more of a method of showing different looks on offense. Back to you.
Yeah, I don't think I trust one iota of my shooters being anything near successful. There you go. Just figure that hop step would work, but nope, not even the putback worked.
Got caught trying to change his shot just a little too late.
Man, why does everyone have to be such... There you go. Our defense is the only thing keeping us in this, by the way. Our defense is literally the only thing keeping us in this because our offense has been garbage.
Feeds baseline. Wooden.
I don't see, running plays should help, but
goes up.
fuck if they work worth a goddamn.
Takes it up. The finger roll was laid in by Timbo.
I know some pick and roll shit should work. Doing some pick and rolls should work, but if the guys suck at pick and rolls, then there's not really a whole lot I can do.
Samuels leads him in. Intercepted by Timbo.
Hey, get down the court.
Great pick.
There you go. There you go. You opened yourself up. Hey! There you go.
Student section is having some fun
Holy
now.
shit.
Exactly where
We
you
made
want to
one.
hear that sound. These fans are wild.
I like how the student section's going crazy and like nobody else.
Tails gets it down low, passes outright, shoots from 13 feet. Stopped by Zamora. 8 points, and he's his team's leading scorer.
There you go. 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 Open. There you go. Easy two.
People in this building. 10 points.
Yes.
He leads all in scoring.
Yes.
Last basket on the mark by Hunt.
Like most MWG
And
streams.
it's timing.
He is such an
Like most streams, I'm
outstanding
just
passer.
losing my sanity. I'm yelling at the game. I could feel my heart palpitations. Failure even in success.
Has it left wing.
I don't know if it's the pizza that I had today or the
Samuel
stress levels,
skips it to
or a
the
little bit
free
of
throw line.
both.
He's either got to foul hard or
I feel like
You
there's
can't
gonna
just
be a
give up
point
easy
that if I
three-point
feel like
plays.
continuing to
Both teams are
stream
making a few lineup changes.
well into my 30s, like I'm gonna be that dude who ends up being on like live stream fail because I had a stroke or a heart attack on stream.
Tacks on the free throw for the 3-point play.
It's like
Covington
irrelevant
inbounds the
streamer
ball.
who's been gaming for way too long
Right
finally
wing.
has a stroke
Shepard
and
puts up
dies
the
on
tray.
on
Great
stream.
offensive rebound. He worked so hard to establish position.
And they're now out in front by 7. Schultz passes it up court.
Man with no followers collapses
Zamora
midstream.
feeds it to the right. Zamora grabs the rock. The last layup, no good.
Just throw it down.
His coach is going crazy on the sidelines. Fires the 3. Pulled in by Ramos. Texas Tech is really struggling.
Yeah,
The
failure even in
alley-oop.
success is
Ramos.
like
Fought for that
definitely
rebound.
a
That's some toughness for you.
definitely kind of how this goes. Doritos flavored tortilla chips variety pack, 40 pack for $14.
No good. And they don't get
As
the
I'm trying to
3-point
get some
play.
sort of attention as a streamer in his 30s.
Shepard catches it. Right wing. That last shot netted
There you
for
go.
3.
He won't be denied, Vern. He just keeps
To be
coming
fair,
at you in
I'm
a
surprised I
multitude of
have what
ways.
I have. It might mostly be because of this.
Passes back. High post.
This right here.
Schultz
People love
gets it
college
out left.
basketball, at least during March.
Samuel dishes to
And
the high post.
TEW.
To the stripe.
At least there's a
Fires the
niche
high
following
post.
you can have for
Shepard
TEW.
hauls it in. That's his
You can
third
definitely get a
rebound of
bigger
the contest.
following as long as
The
you
defender was all
put a
over
little
him
bit of
there.
effort into
Nice
your
run
setup
out.
and don't have a mic that sounds
Passes
like
it
you're
to the
talking through a
perimeter.
sock.
Hunt raises up. Can't extend
Shit.
the lead to double digits. But they still lead by 8. Samuels. Beats it to the free
Come
throw line.
on.
Shoots it. It's blocked.
People love you getting hangry. You're probably right.
That's how to protect against the outside shot.
Covington backs in.
There you go. Back it in, back it in, back it in. Spin it.
Hunt has
Don't
it
guard him.
left wing.
No, never mind.
Hands it off. Covington puts it up. Can't extend the lead
Ah.
to double digits.
Balls.
They've still got
I really
an
wish I
8-point
could
lead.
recruit a little bit better to get guys who could really shoot the
Pass,
ball.
high post, goes
That's
up.
really something I would
That basket
enjoy.
came off the feed by Schultz.
I can usually
And
just try
they're
to
now
take what I
behind
can
by
get,
6.
but I'd like to try to look at shooters first more than anything.
Milton.
All right. And you're bad booking, so it's mass appeal.
He misses the first. Both teams are making substitutions.
The room of Twitch streams. I'd like to think I'm not that bad.
Good.
That's just something I find out like years from now. Just like no, we don't laugh with you. We laugh at you. I thought you knew. Like, oh no, my life has been a lie.
Gets it left side. Out left. Mateos with plenty of space.
There we
All
go.
net.
Did I
They
fart into the
narrow it
mic?
to 5.
I blew raspberries into the mic.
Kimba.
I did that with my mouth.
Releases.
I figured it's usually easy to tell when someone does it with their mouth. as a
Texas
pushing
Tech
air
is
out
really
to
struggling.
show my displeasure for missing a free throw.
Schneider
And
tosses
actually,
it up
like,
court.
I'm not athletic
Watch out,
enough to get my
snatched down
ass
by
up to the
Milton.
microphone.
Schultz is in a pretty
That would
close
require
stretch
too
right
much
now,
work.
Vern, and there's a danger that it's going to start to rub off on the rest of the team.
Milton catches it down low. Flip up and in on
There
that
we
last
go.
layup. Texas Tech calls time.
Let's work on defense. Make sure
Well,
we
it
have
looks
our
like they're
defense
getting
set up.
set to inbound the ball.
Yeah, that'd be way too much.
Mateos
That's way
inbounds
too
the
much
ball.
work to
Right
actually
around
get out
6
of my
minutes
chair
left in the second half.
just to press
Swing
my
pass,
ass against
left
the
wing.
microphone and then fart
Ramos
into it.
can't get the three to
And then
fall.
I'd have to like
That was
sit here
a
and
much
talk
quicker
into
shot
it.
than they might have liked, but it was
After
pretty
all that, I'm
overlooked,
just
so
like
it's
my
tough to
like
fault
just
him.
my microphone smelling of ass.
Connects. They now have a dozen
Hey, we
unanswered points.
finally figured out
Schultz brings it
the
up
joys of making these shots.
Schneider beats it to the right side.
Fucking why?
High post. Ramos
Why would you blow raspberries? I don't know.
bounces it to the strike.
Just like I said.
Schneider releases from 16 feet. Milton corrals the miss inside.
You know,
Just
Vern,
a
player with his
fart
shooting
noise with my
ability
mouth,
just
just
has to shake off that miss and keep
to show
firing.
my displeasure for
Backs
missing a
him
shot
down
that I
from
feel
about
should not be
19 feet.
missed.
Drilled by Covington.
No, he had his foot
They
in front
push
of the
their
line
lead
there.
to 15.
But
The Red
that's fine.
Raiders will try to end this run. Texas Tech calls timeout.
Let's keep the defense
Getting
thing
set to
rolling.
inbound the ball. Both teams are going to make
I'm
some
not gonna mess with it
substitutions.
yet. Finally got our shit together, and we're definitely killing them now.
Mateos inbounds the ball.
So as long as we don't have a miraculous
Cannon
failure,
catches it on the corner.
some sort of gigantic
Schneider
collapse,
has it top of the
which
key
now that I've
with the
said it
shot.
is totally
Drains
gonna
it for
happen.
three. He's got three.
Now that I've mentioned it, I feel like we should really be, at this point we're up by 12. We should just be like we should be playing half court offense here.
Wooden for three. Mateos
Ugh.
gets the rebound.
I should be
But
trying
they still
to
lead by
tick
12.
down that clock
Swings it to the wing.
as much as
Cannon
possible.
Uses the crossover. Samuels.
I'm
Gets
gonna
it to
take my
go.
foot off. Yeah, I'm
He's
definitely
1 for
gonna
6
take
from
my
beyond
foot
the
off the
arc.
gas pedal and just
It's
slow it
deflected,
down a
and
little
it's
bit.
picked up
God
by Texas
damn it!
Tech.
All the
Lead
hell!
pass to the paint.
Why?
Nice paint on that last shot by Samuels.
Call time.
Iowa State takes its first time
Get
out
your
of the
shit
game.
together. I'm gonna
Well,
keep the
it looks like they're
defense
getting set to
thing though.
inbound the ball.
All right, they just scored like 8 quick points, so we're definitely just
Scrucky
gonna
inbounds the ball.
slow it down a little bit. This is the equivalent of like
Scrucky backs in.
of
Shepard
like
gets it right
killing
corner.
the clock
Flash shot was
in
buried for
football.
three.
The disparity
Just
in
chewing
threes is
clock.
tremendous. They're just shooting the lights out.
And
I think
their
that's most of what I'm
opponents
gonna be doing
simply
here,
cannot keep up.
unless I
The
get a
Red
really
Raiders
good
are
shot.
putting the rest of their starting lineup back on the floor. Passes outright. Samuels
Just
catches it.
keep
right
to him.
wing.
Keep to him. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Ramos.
Everything's cool.
Schultz
Everything's
feeds it to the left
gravy.
side. Corralled by
All right, good
Scrucky.
defense,
That's
good
his 7th
defense.
rebound so far.
Up by 10. 3.5 minutes left in the game. No big deal.
Dishes it to the elbow. Rises and dishes.
There you go.
Shoots from the post.
Oh, that was a
Too
hand in the
long,
face and
missed by
everything.
Hunt.
Why did I do that?
Still a 10-point lead.
I knew better, and I still did it.
Mateos backs down.
It's fine.
Lets it go.
Just keep on him.
The
Keep
bank
on
shot
him.
won't fall.
There you go.
They're still down 7.
Still a 10-point game. No issues. No issues. No issues.
Dumps it to the paint, but it's recovered
Okay.
by Shepard.
Just
Kimba.
try not to
Gets it
be
left wing.
all full
Hunt
piss and
from
vinegar
deep.
here. There you go.
Drops.
Nice
By
clean
15.
shots.
2:41
Nice
left
clean
in the
shots. I'm just trying to talk myself up in this. In case you're wondering, I'm just trying to talk myself into believing I'm going to win.
game. Samuels
Because I'm doing
skips it to the
solid. I got a
stripe.
nice solid
Shoots.
lead, and I just
Yanked
want to
down from well
kill
above
some
the rim
time.
by Scrucky.
just
Schultz,
kill
considering
some
how much
clock.
he's been struggling, they're lucky
Realistically,
it's
what I
still
want
tied up.
here.
If he could just give them a little bit more offense, they'd be in great shape.
There you go. There you go. Everything's
Top of
good.
the key. Scrucky backs in. Swings it to the right wing.
Nope, that's too
Hunt
many people in the way.
rises and
That's way
dishes.
too far away.
Kimba flips it in for
Look
two.
at that. There we go.
They're in front.
There we go.
67 to 52. The Red Raiders will
Took
try
out
to
a lot
end
of
this
time
run.
doing that too, so I feel pretty good about that.
Dishes it to the wing. Laid in by Zamora.
Wow, they just went
But
and
they
scored
still
in
trail
like 7
by
seconds.
13. Shepard gets it cross court.
All right, just whatever kills the clock,
Backs
man.
down.
Whatever
Catches it
kills the
left wing.
clock.
Timba beats it to the right wing.
Oh, my HDMI cable's going
Right
bad
side.
again.
Passes to the left block. Shepard for 3. Scrucky
No,
calls it down
it's all
inside.
good. It's all good.
Hunt dumps it off.
It's all good.
Dishes to the right. Fades
I'm gonna try a
away.
fader.
Snatched
Really a
by
dumb
Ramos.
shot, but
But they're still out
at
in
this
front by
point, I'm
13.
feeling successful. I'm feeling happy that
Has
we
it left
we
wing.
got on a roll, and we kept that rolling. Just kept it on going. Whew.
He can't get the first.
All right, I'll take that. I'll definitely take that.
He sinks the second. Timba
Cool.
inbounds the
12-point game. Less than a minute remaining.
Shepard takes
And
it
we
up.
can
Howard
zip
down
on over
with
for a
the
nice
one-handed
dunk.
jab.
They should hold on to the lead, Vern.
There you
They
go.
play smart. They can
Take
walk
down
away
the
with
number
win.
1 team. I feel like that hasn't happened
it
in
up.
a while.
The
I feel
triple
like it's
was
been a
off
little
the mark
bit since
by
we've taken on the number
He did a
1 team
real
in the
good
nation.
job
I
of staying
don't even
that
think
close on his shooter.
Kansas was the number
Just
1
getting
team
a
when we
hand up
beat
will
them
bother
that
most
one time in
players enough
Grambling.
to make the
I
miss.
think they might have been like number 2 or
Misfire
3.
on that last three by Wooden.
So I don't know how many
Deep
times we've
corner
actually
break there.
taken down the number
That's
1
his
team. I
shot.
think there might have been only one other time,
Schultz, the three ball.
or it might have been one other time that we
Takes it
actually
up.
faced
It's
them and then
good.
we ended
Nice
up losing.
offensive
I can't
rebound.
remember.
He flew in to grab it
But
off
we
the
haven't
window.
faced the number 1 team in
Offensive
the
rebound
nation
is about desire and
a lot.
anticipation. He's shown plenty of both.
Shepard from the baseline.
Yo!
The Red Raiders bring the ball up. Samuels.
That's okay. We got our shit together just long enough to win. And that's what really matters.
Wooden lets it go. Hit at the three-pointer. Ramos shoots it. No dice.
A
Iowa State knocks off
12-point win, and my God, we took down the number 1 team in the nation. Holy shit. We actually get to tick that number up to 34-4. Keep that streak alive to 9. Might not lose our top 25 spot now. We'll see what happens. All right, 22. They dropped to 3. I'll take it. Nah, I don't feel like watching it. It'd probably be fun, but targets. Make sure it's sat the right way. I think technically I could just have him do all this. There we go. 82 is doing well, but I feel like we're not going to get them. God damn. Getting good coaching is number 1. Number 2, playing at a big program. I see why you picked Kansas. Not sure why you picked Illinois and Missouri. Should pick us. These guys are coming in. What's this guy? What's this guy want? Feeling wanted and getting playing time. Well, you will definitely get a bit of both with that here. He's playing at a big program, getting playing time. Coaching big program, playing at a big program, feeling wanted. Just want to feel wanted, man. Feel wanted and being close to home. That's all I want. All right, Oklahoma is a away game So we can sim through that and assumedly lose. Well, I don't know. Oh, good. Scrocky's injured. Yay! God damn it. Why? Why? That we just lost our top 25 spot too, didn't we? No, we dropped to 23. Okay. God. That's not what I want. Oh, no. 2 of our top guys are gone now. We still have one other dude who's just not. Oh, God. So now our anchor, now our center, our 7-2 anchor. What does that drop? We dropped to an 84 because of it. But now our 7-2 anchor at center and our best point guard are both just a bit of bub-eyes now. There we go. All right, so hoping for the best here with these guys. That'd be nice. Let's see what happens. Sim through the day. Simulate the game. A heart attack causing be one of the big HPW guys gets injured. I don't know. Probably wouldn't be. God damn, we just got our ass handed to us by Nebraska. Jesus, they're not even that good. They're technically worse than us. They got a losing record. That was their only win so far against a conference team, and they just like took our asses, ripped it off of our bodies, and just handed it to us. Like, here you go. God. All right, Kansas State. We're gonna lose our top 25 spot. It's gonna happen. We are in like deep doo doo. This team, I mean, it'll be fine, I guess, but man, we just lost like 2 of our best dudes. We are in some shit now. We can't win a game. We can't win a road game to save our life right now. At least not in the conference.
The Cyclones get the tip, and we're underway.
God, here's hoping for the best. Here, I'm gonna try to back these guys down, see what you can do. He's very slow. That was very slow, but he still made it.
Who has some info for us.
Thanks, Vern. A little while ago, I talked with
I guess it really depends how heart attack causing one of the big HPW guys getting injured would be. Like, I guess it depends on what I have planned for them, what they're doing. Who knows?
He wants to make sure they stay active on the offensive glass.
Oh, man. How did he get that? He's like 6 inches taller than him. Really? How did he reach up and do that?
Oh, you can't come across
Come on,
the
just grab the ball and go.
That is a textbook reach.
Grab the ball and go. All right.
Inbounds the ball, bounces it to the free throw line.
All right. I'm hoping for the best here. I think we're still going to do pretty well. Shit. Okay. I still think we'll do pretty good. I still think we'll do pretty good. There we go. All right.
Hooked away, but it's
I just need to keep myself to. Oh, great. Just need to keep myself together. I die close around. No, and I don't feel like.
Kimba crashes the board.
Just couldn't find any room to move down there. That's about the only way to stop him.
I know you're trying to make me be like, of course I would. No, I don't care.
It's deflected, and it's scooped up by Klein. The D was really waiting for him there.
That's how you do it.
I guess it depends on. I guess it depends on if I was playing the game directly. Maybe, I don't know. Like if I was playing it right now and I was asked that it actually happened, who knows how I would react, but at this point I don't care.
Feeds right wing. Grabbed by Timba. Just over 10 minutes.
I'm trying to at least stay a little bit focused on this, and it usually fails because usually when I'm like paying attention to the game, that's when I fuck up, and that's when we do terrible, and that's when people don't do well.
Milton is called for the charge, and that's a turnover.
How about the job by the defender there? Way to step in front and take the charge, young fella.
Don't need the charge.
Bosley inbounds the ball.
I'm just going to be a stressed out mess throughout this game. And probably the next couple of games when Scrocky's not there. And whenever the fuck Penizola comes back. Just losing two of our best guys is enough to make me stressed. I don't do well under stress.
This guy has plenty of both.
How? You had an open hook shot, you fuck.
Rises and dishes.
Oh, god damn it.
Beats it to the stripe. Timba backs
You had
down.
it.
Goes up. Nice use of the
Okay.
crossover by Zivanovic. He's got two.
I like fried cheese curds. What type of question is that? I don't want to answer something that just sounds like you're like a leading question to some type of horseshit.
Keeps it alive on the offensive end.
I don't like answering horseshit questions.
What a battler.
I guess it's not a horseshit question depending on why, but I feel like just because it's coming from you, that it's just a leading question to crap on me for something.
In the key, it was hit by Timba. They're up by 3. Fortian has
I
it
do
out
like
left.
cheese curds though.
Laid in by Klein. But they're still down by 1. Hunt way up court.
You're just
Timba
asking.
passes it to the wing.
I don't know. I just have a
Stolen by
severe
Kansas
mistrust
State.
of people
I'd love to see
sometimes.
that. He was lurking around then. Such a thief, Fern.
Dude, I'm gonna be
But it's retrieved
balls
by
to the
Timba.
wall this whole
Hammered in on
game.
that last
That's
jump.
gonna be
Way to
it.
take it strong
I'm
and
just gonna
send
be
it in.
fucking cranking up the dial
Height
on
passes it up
everything.
court.
My guys don't get in enough foul
Dishes
trouble.
to the
I
right.
feel like I could use that.
Height. From deep. It drops.
Ah,
They're
come
up
on.
14
Come on.
to 12. Both teams are going to make some substitutions.
Come on. Put the
Milton
ball
inbounds the
in
ball.
play. Jesus Christ.
Swings it to the left wing. Backs in.
Okay.
Dish right
Okay.
wing.
Okay.
Shepard from downtown. Height
God
grabs the
damn it.
rebound.
You said you do better when distracted, so you're distracting me.
Shepard gets the reach-in call, and that's his first foul.
It takes quick hands to get the theft, and he was too slow that time.
I think it makes me less stressed too, unless I get like hyper aware of the team doing badly.
Sakarakis.
I don't know. It just felt like a random question. I don't mean to accuse you of anything, but just felt like a random enough question. I'm like, where are you going? Where are you going with this?
Kennedy beats it to the wing.
You're just like, no, Dick. I'm just trying to help.
Misses the three-pointer. But they're still out in front by 2. Milton has it out left. Bounce pass, baseline.
Just a stressed out ass I am.
Sakarakis inbounds.
Hey man, do you like cheese curds? What is it with the question? What are you doing with the questions? I'm just trying to help.
Coach Fife was talking to his assistants a second ago about that very problem. He said he wants to collapse their defense into the paint and prevent the entry pass. We'll see if it works.
Thanks, Tracy. Klein.
God, I feel tired now.
Swings it to the right wing.
I don't know why I'm tired. I woke up at like friggin' 11. I sleep in so late when I'm like
Last shot missed from 3-point range.
when I don't have to go to work. I sleep until like 11.
Passes high post.
I don't even officially get out of bed till like noon.
Backs down.
Like that's my day. I just wake up at 11. Just kind of lay in bed checking my phone and other shit for like an hour till I finally decide to go take a shower.
Knocks down the first one.
Yay.
Both teams are going to shake things up a little bit.
This
with
season
some
of
subs.
updated rosters. This season had updated rosters 3 years ago when I started this save. So we're now far enough along that there's nobody. There's nobody from the original, from like an original roster. Yeah, we're like 12 seasons into this.
Gets it left wing.
So
Pulls the
it was updated. It was updated as of 12 seasons ago.
Right around 6 minutes left in the half. With nobody around, he still couldn't convert.
There you go.
Sometimes you can be
There you
too wide
go.
open.
The Wildcats take their first time out of
Let's
the
keep
game.
let's keep the shot selection going.
Well, it looks like they're getting set to inbound
help.
the ball.
Yeah. Portable switch.
They're set up in minute.
I kind of already have one though. Bought one a while ago. I felt like it was a little too bulky, and then I bought like an ergonomic little case for my Switch. Like I bought like a little like grip case. Like I bought a case originally, and it just feels awkward. Too many men on the court. It just feels awkward when I try to play it in portable mode, so I went and bought like a grip case that has like the little things in the back that actually contour around my hands. It's a lot more comfortable.
He misses the first.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm thinking a lot of the guys who are in these rosters are either like doing well in the NBA or like already busted out. Like this is probably a roster set, or it's like, oh man, well, actually, I think Wiggins is probably even after, was even before this. But you know, just some sort of bust no one cares about anymore. Like, man, remember that guy was a top draft pick.
They still have a 7-point lead.
But yeah, 12 seasons in, like, yeah, I can imagine some people, some dudes that maybe were like seniors or even juniors when I started coaching at Grambling already had like full careers.
This has been solid basketball.
They've already spent their days playing in like, well, because they played for Grambling, so they weren't that good. They were probably playing in like China or name some sort of former Soviet Union country that they are playing in.
And get in front of it. I love the heads-up defense.
Passes it to the wing. Milton gets the board inside.
There you go.
Just over 4 minutes left in the half. The D wasn't too worried about that
one.
Right,
let's see what you can do. Back and spin and dunk. Cool.
The Wildcats will take a timeout.
I actually did print out. It doesn't like I couldn't like show you, but I actually to give you an indication of this, I printed out my own custom cover for 2K8 that someone had made. That's College Hoops 2K14 with good old Jabari Parker on the front.
Up just a little bit, and this could be an excellent move.
I'm pretty sure.
Kids on the floor play with great chemistry.
I'm pretty sure there's like some 2K19 covers out there. But yeah, I downloaded that and I printed it back when I gave a shit about printing that shit. I still do, but like I always got like kind of awful printers. I never spent the money on like a good printer. I always had kind of like these HP inkjet printers that just weren't great. I really need to, like, if I ever do it again, I really just need to, like, I don't know if Staples will allow that, if I just show up with like seemingly pictures of like video game covers. Just go to Staples. Yeah, can you print this out for me? I remember when I got that HP printer, I finally junked it. Like, I think it probably still worked, but it didn't work quite like what it used to. And it was just one of those things that, like, it just always was out of ink, like, all the time. I mean, printers really are a friggin' scam. I think if I ever get another printer, it's going to be a LaserJet. And even then, I don't think there's probably some, get like a LaserJet color printer, but I don't know if I'll ever need it. Maybe I'll just find a way to print it out, somewhere else.
At the right place, at the right time yet again. Horner takes it up.
I'd like to do that with some of the games that I bought. I got like a sale. There was a sale on Xbox 360 games that GameStop did. Jesus, I can't remember how long it was ago. It was probably like a year ago or so. And maybe it wasn't even a year ago, but they were doing some sort of massive sale on a lot of their games that were 2 for $10. Like a lot of their, and it was free shipping as well, I believe. But like they were trying to get rid of a bunch of their get rid of a bunch of their like back stock of 360 games. So a lot of their 2 for $10 games were now like 4 for $10. And I was like, shit, for $2.50 a game, I'll pick some games up that I maybe never got around to playing.
Great move to take it to the
like, for $2.50 a piece and free shipping, why not?
Dishes to the high post.
I'll give you some money.
Zivanovic reels it in.
You've just got to hit that shot when you've got that
I'm also
much space.
pretty sure I could
Covington backs in.
jailbreak my PS3. I need to get around to doing that. I need to figure out how to do it. I think the last time I looked, I was like, oh no, I can't do it. But I think they recently had breakthroughs in jailbreaking it. But something I could do.
Bosley
I'm
catches it
pretty
inside.
sure.
Takes a 3. Snatched inside by Covington.
It doesn't matter how far you've got to go to get them, Vern.
That's something I would like to have.
Essential.
Just a
Feeds right corner. Rises and dishes.
just a jailbroken PS3, you know, so I could play
Backs
perfectly
him down.
legal backup copies of the games that I own,
Scooped up by Bosley.
which is of course what everyone should do.
It's a deuce the other way if you don't protect the basketball.
To be fair, the games that I probably want to play are like
Misses it again.
hardly anything
They're still
to
down
get.
5. 56 seconds left.
I
in the
always read it
first
was
half.
almost impossible to jailbreak a PS3. Nah,
Gets it
not
on the
anymore.
corner. Never
Yeah, that was the thing
passes
for the
it to
longest
free
time.
throw
They're like,
line.
oh yeah, it's just impossible to do it. No, they
To the
fucking
elbow.
did it.
Zivanovic backs down.
Ah,
Sealed by
god damn
Kansas
it.
State. Picked them
Can
clean.
we
Well,
stop
game
with the
just slows
constant
down
like
from the
losing
point
of the
and
ball?
sees things that
That would
others
be
don't.
nice. Yeah, now they got some ways now that if you haven't updated your I think if you haven't updated your firmware in a while. Sorry, as I was talking, I don't know if anyone else noticed this. You'll see him getting up now, but I saw in the background Cy, the mascot, the Iowa State mascot Cy did a maybe it's in the replay. Did a it's the little things that crack me up. So no online jailbreak. I don't know. So I want to try to move this. This is the lowest I can get. So if you look, Cy tried to do a here, maybe if I back it up just a wee bit. You can look and you see, oh my god, I'm trying to get a better idea. There you go. Cy tried to do a cartwheel and he just fucking falls flat on his face. I don't know why. It's just the little things that got me about that. Him just trying to do a cartwheel and then just stumble and then just fall. That got me. oh, okay. I thought he stumbled and fell. Or he was just really good at recovering by doing the worm.
Credit to D there. They reacted quickly enough
Who
to throw him off.
who thought of doing that in this game? By the way, if you ever want to know just one of the litany of reasons why college hoops is better than NCAA basketball. Oh shit, the half's over. I was just about ready to shoot, but everyone's just sitting there like a wall and no one was fucking moving. It's alright. I mean, we still have this. So it's
We're all set to begin the second half.
LED window curtain lights. Doesn't that destroy the purpose of window curtains? Unless you want like a secondary way to light up your room. Which, to be fair, if I had like a small light towards my window area, which is like kind of the opposite side of the room as my normal light source, I might use it. Maybe if it had like a slightly different light to it. I feel like if maybe I had like a soft red or blue light. Maybe that would make me feel a little, maybe not feel a little bit better, but maybe that'd be kind of nice.
He felt that the players he used in the first half give him the best chance
2K
of winning
college
this
basketball,
game.
the
He
NCAA
won't stray
football
from that
series,
game plan.
yeah.
Back to you.
Thank you, Tracy.
That pass made it happen, Vern.
No doubt, Bill. I thought he had.
I feel like it's just one of those things that I've always told myself. I'm like, you'd think, oh god damn it.
It's recovered by Milton.
Definitely fouled him. You'd think that there'd be some, because I've heard a lot of guys, like I've heard a lot of those, like former players or current players or something like that, and it's just like, man, it'd be great if they made a a new like college hoops or a new NCAA football or blah 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 blah. And I just thought to myself, it's like if I was maybe it's just because I would try to be really frugal with my money, but I'd love if I was like some guy, some athlete making tens of millions a year. I feel like you could easily throw some of that money to like an indie company to try to give them the means to make this game. Like I've seen, you know, obviously there's the indie companies out there that make like the football games. Not really any of them try to do basketball that isn't try to some like cartoony street basketball thing. So you started at Grambling State, then what? I did 5 years at Grambling State, 2 years at Gonzaga, 2 years at San Diego State, where I won both my national championships back to back, and now I'm in my third year at Iowa State, where I'm probably going to stay until I get my until I A, get a national championship with them, and B, try to get a lifetime contract. Because I found out that was a thing in this game, and I want a lifetime contract.
Timber catches it in the paint.
Go, pass it. There you go.
It's the layup. 13 points.
Axis football is pretty okay. The only thing is that I tried to like make teams again to try to do a thing. I don't know. There's just something weird about the way they did their. Because it's like they started really getting their franchise mode together this year, but like just the way they set up the tiers and everything really annoys me. Because it's like, why fix what wasn't broken? At the very least, why do you have the tiers thing? Like maybe it's for like college, but there's no real good reason. Have I won the Big 12 conference yet, season and tournament? Season, I don't think so, but that's because, you know, when you're in a conference with Kansas, it's kind of hard to win season. Tournament, I did, because I really shouldn't have been in the NCAA tournament last year. I think I went like 14-15 maybe, if not even worse, like maybe even 13-16. I did really bad. And I managed to win the Big 12 tournament, which kind of gives you an automatic buy or an automatic bid. So I had like an 11th seed bid and still made it to the Sweet 16. I think I walked away like 17-16 after that at the end of the season. But yeah, I liked Axis football. But yeah, it's just like I wanted to. I've been supporting it, but yeah, I don't know what it is about trying to make teams this year that just didn't want to work. And the tier system. They did the tier system with All Pro 2K8. I guess I could see that. You know, you got a lot of people who probably told them about that. I guarantee there's probably a lot of people who are like testers and be like, you know what, I loved All Pro 2K8. And like, I get it. I don't know. I've just never been a big fan of the tier system. Like, why not just make it one big league? There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to make a tier system, make it specific. Like, make both. Like, make it maybe specific to some other thing. I don't know. It just always kind of irked me. And then, of course, I think that forced you to have, like, 36 teams. I can't remember. Maybe it was just 32. I might be talking up my ass with that. Because I haven't played 2K. I haven't played 18 nearly as much as I played 17, just because everything that I was trying to do with like modifications and all that. That's another thing. That's why I really get annoyed when I don't have mods work, is because it's all too common now for me to figure. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I finally figured it out. I got it. I worked between all the lines to figure out exactly what I need to do to make this mod work and make this thing work, and then the mod is just like, nope, fuck yourself, you did it wrong. And then you're just like, but I did everything right. I did everything I was supposed to. So I'm just ranting about that because honestly, Axis Football did it first, and then 2K14 did it to me yesterday, where it's just like, hey, remember when you tried to do modifications to stuff and you thought you actually knew how to do shit? Turns out you fucking suck. So I'm irritated by that because I'm just like, fuck, I did everything right. What did I do wrong? Why aren't you working the way you're supposed to work?
He can't get the first. Both teams are making substitutions.
But yeah, that just irked me. So it was one of the reasons why I kind of fucking dropped Axis 18. I don't know. It's just like when I try, and I tried so many times. Like it wasn't even like a thing where it just like stopped work. Like it worked once or twice, or maybe didn't work once or twice, and I was like, fuck this, and then that was it. Like I honestly gave it my damnedest shot several times to get things working, and then it was like, nope, not gonna work. So 2K14 is kind of on the brink of that for me too, where it's really disappointing because everything else that I want that I would actually stream on works for 2K14, which is helpful. But yeah, a lot of the things I'm trying to mod that would make things even cooler and nicer for even my streaming stuff just shits the bed every time. So I'm just like, fuck, I did everything I'm supposed to. I did everything exactly right. Like any step-by-step instructions that told me how to do something, I went by that. I did that. It works everywhere but here. Why does it not work here?
And the offensive board by Milton. The young fella is sizzling. The defense failed to anticipate.
So yeah, that's how my my day went yesterday too.
Gets it left wing.
Just me banging my head against the wall because I'm like, why does it not work? I did everything right. I did everything right.
Milton dishes to the right side. Hunt raises up. Trifecta. The Wildcats will take a timeout here.
On the bright side, there was issues that would have come up in the middle of streaming in the future that I thought there wasn't a fix to. Glitch? I don't know if it's a glitch. I honestly don't know if it's a glitch. Like, the thing is like I don't know. I'm just kind of shaking my head and throwing my hands up in the air because it's just like, so I started off very, very basic because I didn't want to do a whole bunch of shit that didn't just flat out didn't work. And thank God I didn't do too much work on stuff. But it was just one of those things where I was trying to like remake logos because I'm like, oh yeah, this logo would be kind of cool to use in the future. I could put that aside and get that ready. And I did everything, and I looked over and pored over the ones that were already made, the ones that were already made for the game and are guaranteed to work with the game, do fine. And I'm like, I want to I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to save it the exact file that it needs to be. I'm going to save the exact type of shit that it needs to be. It's going to work perfectly. I double, triple, and quadruple check to make absolutely sure, hey, this looks exactly like any other logo file in the game. There's no reason it shouldn't work, and it doesn't work. Like, it either shows up as like whatever the original logo was, or it shows up blank. And I'm like, I don't know, because I did exactly what I'm supposed to do as I'm supposed to do it. And it just decided not to work. So, I don't know.
About 4.5 minutes.
That's irritating. That's really irritating. Did he just rip the ball out of his... I want to watch that again real quick. Hang on. Did he just rip the ball out of his hands as he went for a layup? That was baller. Oh my God, that's amazing. That might be one of the best things I've ever seen. He dribbles up. You see him gather for a layup, like he's gonna lay up over everybody, and my center just goes, nope, mine. Oh my God. I want to see this one more time. This was amazing. Just comes up. Here we go. You see him gather right here. He's gathering for the alley-oop, and then just yoink. Nope. Oh my God. That was amazing.
Which allows him the opportunity to snatch the ball cleanly. That's a big asset.
There's that reason number 473 why College Hoops 2K8 is better than NCAA basketball 10. Gridiron Challenge. Oh, I forgot they changed the name. I mean, I'll see. I'm cautiously excited because, okay, like I bought, okay, I'm going to look at it like this. I bought Skater XL because it was at the very least I had a concept to play with. Like I had oh, that's another thing that irks me is I downloaded some custom parks for Skater XL. I did everything as I was supposed to, and it doesn't change over to that other park. So that also irks me, is because once again, I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if it's a Windows thing. I don't know if it's a my computer thing. I don't know if it's a run as administrator thing or what the hell it is. But yeah, that was another thing too, is I got some custom maps for Skater XL, and then Skater XL is just like, nah, bro, your custom maps don't work. Fuck yourself. You're playing on this. Like, well, I did what I did exactly as I said, because there's only like 2 steps involved, so it's not hard to do this. I don't know. I'm just glad I got Fire Pro Wrestling World to work on my computer, because that was a pain in the ass and a half too. I'm just glad I got something to work.
Shepard snatches it down.
There we go. But yeah, the thing about Gridiron Challenge is like I think I might have to wait until I can see. I need to see gameplay, because as far as I know now, a lot of it is just like concept art, and you know, there's some. I think there's like, it's not really videos as much as it is like GIFs of things working. Like I could do that. Like basically what I feel like basically what they've shown so far, unless something has changed in the last couple of months where they actually show gameplay or show some stuff in action, they haven't shown a whole hell of a lot. And so I'm mildly suspicious, because I've backed like other things before that have a definite like. I haven't even checked it, but I just thought about this, because I backed Playtable on Kickstarter. And Playtable had a video, a trailer, a concept. It still was like, it's still like going around doing stuff. Like it still is like, yeah, we're doing shit. This is what the Playtable looks like. This is blah 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 blah. And like, I've never gotten anything from it. Like it never said like, yo, it's shipped or it's ready to go. It's just a lot of, we need your money. And then like, I haven't heard jack shit in like probably months now. With that, I don't know if they've canceled it or what, but like they've had like full, like they showed stuff running. They've done like play tests and stuff all over the place, and it still didn't come to light. So I'm very, very cautious these days with my money, because man, you gotta have something tangible that I can have in front of me. Like if this is why I don't really do Kickstarters anymore, is because it's like, man, you got to have something in fucking front of me that I can use when I plunk down this money. Like where it goes beyond that, well, you know, it's a lot of hope, but you got to have at least something that I can have in front of me. Like there was a I don't know. Oh shit, I'm trying to remember what it's called. I thought it was like the Great Book or something. I forget what it is. I'd have to look. I'd have to look again. But there was a thing that I saw that looked really cool. It was an Android laptop shell. It was I'm sure if you like Google in $99 Android laptop shell. It was a Kickstarter that got funded, and it looks really cool, and I haven't heard anything from it, and I decided not to put money into it, because I'm like, it sounds really cool, but I want to see kind of how well it works first. And yeah, it was one of those things that looks really neat, and like apparently it's supposed to be like a laptop that runs off of your phone, so it's not really like powering. It's not really powered by. It's just powered by your phone. I'd have to see exactly what it's called, but thanks for the bits.
Yes, that's
but yeah, it was
no good on that last
it
shot
looked
by
really cool,
Zivanovic.
but I haven't heard anything
Bosley
about it.
is 1 rebound short of a double-double.
I'd have to look and see if they've actually shipped units, but the fact that I haven't ever been able to see it like online in a store, like the fact that I haven't ever heard about it yet, like like it being sold somewhere, or you know, being told to maybe try to actually buy this physical, tangible product. You know, it's just it doesn't make me feel good to know that it might not you know, might not come to reality. Like the play table was the one that really irked me, because it had shit. It had constant updates. It had all that. I'd have to look again to see if play tables put anything out in the last like 5 months, because I haven't heard jack from them. But that was like a $300-400 like table. It's like a $300-400 like you know, thing that is supposed to be like a board game replacer. It's a really neat idea. That's probably a little overpriced for what it is. But yeah, didn't 2K8 have a Selection Sunday special? Yes, it does. And I usually watch every last one of them. Ah, God. At least we won. At least we won. There's a lot of rough wins.
I don't think they can come back. There's too far to climb.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. There was something else. Oh yeah, fucking. I watched this. I've been watching this for literally years now. If you look it up, I haven't seen anything recently, other than the fact that they were probably going to go bankrupt. And that was Elio, E-L-I-O, the 3-wheeled car. The whole thing was revolving around the fact that it's a 2-seater car. It's 3 wheels, and it gets like 84 miles to the gallon. Which, when they first introduced it, like gas was like $3-4 a gallon. So it's like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense. But over the course of like 5 years, it's turned into like nothingness. Like they haven't been able to start production on anything. I think they went bankrupt, or they were about to go bankrupt. Like they needed more money, and they really couldn't get it.
Now let's send it to the studio and Greg Gumbel with the Pontiac game-changing performance.
Let me see what Elio Motors looks like. Yeah, they're still now it's no longer $6,500. It's $7,450. Once again, it's one of those things. It's like you could still reserve it and all that, but like it's been a thing that they've been trying to produce for so long. I don't know how to feel about it, because I think whatever tax breaks they got to try to make this happen, and use a production facility like an old GM production facility in Louisiana just kind of went kaput. So I don't know what it's in the news now. No news articles found for Elio. Here, maybe if I just put Elio Motors. It's not helpful that the first thing that comes after Elio Motors is like Elio Motors scam. Oh my God, like 6 months ago, they were trying to do crypto. They were doing their own cryptocurrency. Jesus Christ, that's not going to be a thing. Yep, that's totally not going to be a thing. When a car company's doing its own cryptocurrency to try to raise money, probably not going to come to light. It's a shame. Right, I should probably update this. 10 games, look at that. We finally got back to double digits. It's been for freaking ever. And we're up to 35-4, so I feel pretty good about that. What I don't feel good about is the fact that we still have 2 of our best guys hurt. So let me see if the new week thing allows me to. Okay, good. Yeah, so we still have some of our best guys out. So I'm not feeling the greatest about that. You enjoyed most of the 2K series presentation. MLB 2K was pretty good. I didn't really like MLB 2K, mostly because of the pitching. I never really liked the pitching. I was always bigger. I was like once I started playing the show, I'm like, that's kind of what it should be. The only thing that irks me about that is the show just hasn't really, like, they've kind of made it small increments, and I know you can only do so much to a game, but I feel like they could still do a hell of a lot more that they just don't do. So yeah, it feels a little bit irritating that I feel like they could do a hell of a lot more with the show, but I feel the show was better than MLB 2K. NHL 2K got unfairly shit on though. It's because the NHL games now are like kind of okay, but they're still a little eh. The NHL 2K games though, I always thought they were good. They got unfairly crapped on, I think. All right, so at least we got a nice road win, so that helps. But now we face another top team, and we lost our. I told you we were going to lose our top 25 spot. That was definitely going to happen after getting our ass kicked by, after losing to Oklahoma and then getting our ass kicked that hard by Nebraska. Like beating Kansas State and beating Colorado. Like yeah, we were going to lose that. Maybe if we beat Texas, we might get into the 20s again. But it looks like, seeing as how we had a road game here and a road game against Nebraska here, I'm guessing Texas, Nebraska, and then Colorado are going to be the next set of games when I decide to play this. So we're getting there. We're getting towards the end of this. Let me see. How many home games do I have left? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 home games left, which means I have a grand total of 2 streams worth of games before we go to over here where we'll have our conference tournament and then selection Sunday. So we're getting towards the end of the season again. And hey, I believe, because who did we face? We got up to Texas. We got up to Texas Tech, so we were kind of right up to where we were in real life. But now we have officially gotten quite a bit past real life. Now that we're all the way up to February 9th. That's how long I've been doing this. Because you start out in 2007, I think. So now we're in 2019. I feel pretty good that we've been doing this for this long, though. I can't wait for the people who probably like stopped watching a while back, just come back in March. And be like, oh shit, this guy's still doing it. No big road to the show updates. You enjoyed the slapshot sound on NHL 2K series? Yeah. I've been thinking about picking that up again and playing it. I still have it. I feel like I'd maybe make a few like changes to a league, because I think you can make like 10 or 12 teams. Try to change some teams up. So it's still like NHL, but it's kind of not. I don't know. But yeah, that's another thing that didn't work either, is my Horizon to try to inject rosters of like, nah, go fuck yourself. You don't get to play rosters that you want to either. Like, oh, okay, thanks Xbox, I appreciate it. Let me just save this again real quick because I wasn't 100% sure if I did. I'm going to do it again just to be safe. So there we go. It's going to be a little bit shorter for me because it is almost 10 p.m., which means I got to get a move on because I got to get to the other side of town. It's going to take me like 25 minutes, and I got to pick a friend up for our card night. So got some cards to play, but I hope you guys enjoy your day. I'll be coming back relatively soon. I gotta start updating some stuff on my Fire Pro because I know our season for that's almost over, and I might change over to something else. Like with the Fire Pro, I have an idea for it. I don't know. We'll see how that works. Either way, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.